And we're live.
And we are. We can tell because we're still moving and making noises. Yes.
Thank goodness.
Yes. And you had a very busy weekend at the tractor pull, and
Oh my goodness. Joe, it was crazy. The amount
it's
of cars
also
they
a
had down
very,
there.
very noisy place too, right?
Yeah. And shout out to yourself and Wendy's for sponsoring our community photos.
Yeah.
Much
Well, there
appreciated.
sure has been a lot. I've been trying to view them in between things I've been doing here, and great to see a great crowd out in Elmer,
Yep.
and way to go.
Oh, it's incredible. But yeah, we have so much more stuff coming up. As you know, the events are just starting to heat up this summer along with the weather. So we should mention that there's a cooling station at the Joe Thornton Center. Tomorrow it's at 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. for
Yep.
Canada Day, Thursday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. So if you don't have air conditioning in your house, the city has it for you at the Joe Thornton Center.
Right. And in any of our parks under a shade tree, and our many of our local businesses are air
Mhm.
conditioned, and so you could actually do some of your shopping and cool yourself off at the same time. So
Love it.
lots of places where we want to watch your safety. That's for sure.
Especially if you want to go downtown and some of the air conditioning there and go out to one of our fine establishments.
Yes.
Highly recommend.
Yes.
And then, of course, One Password Park is going to be the
Canada Day
location.
tomorrow at starting at 4 o'clock, and things will kind of start to wind up at 4 o'clock. That's still a pretty hot evening between four and when first of
Mhm,
fireworks is likely near 10 o'clock. I would guess with the long as days are right now. Might say 9:30, but I'll say 10.
mhm.
We're doing that on purpose. Have a great Canada Day at your house. Have a great Canada Day in your backyard, and sometime around 4 o'clock, head on over to One Password Park.
Yep, it's going to be just a fabulous day. They've got the bouncy castles all planned out again. They've got vendors there. There's
Oh
also the
yes,
splash pad to cool off, and I have no doubt other
yes,
things are
there is a
planned
splash
throughout.
pad there, and we've moved the pavilion closer to that
Yes,
splash pad, so that will be kind of center for speeches and such this week or this time. But One Password Park continues to mature. The trees continue to grow. The thousands of people out there every night for soccer, and
soccer. Oh my
especially
goodness.
during the World Cup. It's even exciting for people to go watch the young kids play soccer. So it's really quite a complex, and we're proud of it.
Yep, absolutely. And a shout out to all your staff and everybody else that's involved, the Kinsmen as well for putting that all on, because a lot of that goes
Optimist,
on
can't
behind the
forget our
scenes.
optimist
And the
friends either.
optimist,
Right?
thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so much
Eh,
goes on behind the scenes. Yeah, you were saying?
There's a really neat police service display too. Our dogs, um,
Yeah.
our parade unit. I think there's even some neat new surprises to do with our parade unit tomorrow. So come on out, fire. I know that our fire people will be there also. The fire services from St. Thomas. I kind of pre-warned the chief he may have to turn the truck on at One Password Park this year. I know that they've been rotating to certain parks, and as it's been this hot, well, kids always love being sprayed by the fire truck, so we'll be doing probably some of that too. You've got a splash pad to run through or a fire truck to avoid. Those are your things tomorrow.
I love it. And what time were the speeches? What the official ceremonies
I
kicking off?
think I'm going to guess 6 o'clock ish, 7
Mhm,
o'clock ish. Let me just see if I've got it here. Somebody did send me notes and talk.
mhm.
Petting zoo. Oh, petting zoos too.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we'll be spraying down the animals. I sure haven't got a time for the fireworks. And if I have the time for the fireworks, I'm going to work back from it an hour or so for speeches. There's also like, um, what's our ice cream and cake and stuff. We'll do a bit of a cake cutting and
Yep.
a couple of speeches and Oh Canada. Um, and
And the ice box will be the food vendor there. They do
That's
a lot
right.
of
Icebox is helping
yep.
us out again this year with whether it's cake and ice cream or it's ice cream cake. We will leave it to them. And
Yep, and just be ready to wait in line because there's a
yeah,
big
I was going to
lineup.
say, we almost never have enough.
Yep,
So come early. You may have to listen to a speech or two in order to get your cake. But
and be
um,
right up front.
yeah, well, actually, we're going to be doing the speeches stuff over in the pavilion, And when we're done that, we're going to send people over to the ice box. So you
Okay.
might cheat a little even.
Oh, wow. This is lucky this year.
Yeah, wait. Shh. Nobody online tell anybody else, okay?
Right.
Great, perfect.
We also have a stuffy slumber party coming up on July 17th from 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. This is St. Thomas Public Library. And it says,
I
bring
get
your
to
stuffy.
I get to
Yeah.
take my stuffy and have a slumber party?
Yeah.
Wow. My stuffy's always sleeping. I have to wake up Snuffy the elephant all
Ah,
the time. So, right.
always having a good nap.
Always. Well,
Oh,
and he helps me have good naps too, so I shouldn't blame him for anything. It's a good thing to have a sleepy snuggly stuffy.
love it. All right, and we've got Jen on the line here. She's touched base with us. She's let us know that the speeches are at 6 p.m. Canine
Yes.
demonstrations at 6:30. Petting zoo is 5 to 8 p.m. and kids inflatables are 4 to 7 p.m. Music at
See,
5 with John
there's
Mills.
stuff going all around.
Thank you,
It's
Jen.
incredible. Excellent. And you know what? Even 300 kilometers away, I can count on Jen keeping me in line. This is
Keeping
perfect.
tabs. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, love it. Um, we've
I
got
hope she saw I was sitting here reading through my notes, trying to
clearly,
wait. Yeah,
clearly.
clearly. Wait, I know she wrote it to me. What's it say here? Right.
She's like, "Let
Perfect.
me just let you know in the comments, and we'll keep moving
Yeah.
on." And of course, we've mentioned before. We'll mention it each time on Mayor's Update is Nostalgia Nights, July 11th on Saturday. That's going to be a big
Right.
event for us.
Wait. What's the date today?
Today is June 30th.
June 30th, and you and I keep forgetting to mention what day it is because
Thank you, Mayor. Oh my goodness.
many other organizations replay Mayor's Update. And they said, I watched Mayor's Update last night, watched the whole thing, and nobody ever said what day it was. So I didn't know if that was this week's or last week's. So Grayden and I have been doing a much better job of stating the date at the beginning and the end of a Mayor's Update. So you can tell what week it was and what we said.
Love it. Thank you for remembering, Mayor. That's that's awesome because I totally forgot
Yeah,
on this
I
one.
know. We all have that same trouble as we age. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I hear you. I hear you. We've got another stuffy story time on July 18th from 10:30 a.m. at St. Thomas Public Library, and pick up your stuffy in your PJs and enjoy story time together. We've got kids summer art classes, ice cream gnome, July 22nd, 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. We've got Crockadoodle, the gnome pottery painting, pizza, lunch, and games. So that's all part of this whole
That's a
piece.
lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, and registration fee is required. So get a hold of Crockadoodle in St. Thomas. They're a fabulous group. They do great things.
I like this
Um,
next one.
yeah, the park pop up, the library van, July
Library van
22nd.
on the 22nd, right? From 2 to 4 p.m. at Pinafore Park.
Mhm.
Now, I've never been bored enough at the park, but I have laid in the park and read.
Mhm.
And now I kind of use audiobooks more, but come pick out a great book, lay in the shade in the sun at Pinafore Park, watch the kids in the splash pad or
Yep.
different family reunions going on. Always a fun
Mhm.
place.
Yep. And you can just make sure you bring your library card so you can sign the book out. And you can also,
Yeah.
if you want to, sign up for a summer reading club and more.
Yes,
It's
lots.
exciting times. Music in the Park series as well, Sundays, 6 p.m., Pinafore Park. And you can see the list of entertainers on the city website.
And it's a good eclectic group of entertainers on the
Mhm.
city website, so you can pick them all, which is
Yep.
fun because then you get to see the variety that St. Thomas has to offer, or pick your 2 or 3 favorites and go out on those Sunday nights.
Yeah. We've got GearLinks Kids Day, July 4th. So that's this Saturday, I believe, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Yes.
GearLinks Home Hardware. And it's the Rising Star Market Bike Decorating Contest and Bike Track. Registration is required. So make sure you touch base with them.
Yep.
And then, of course, we've got the Caps Off Brewing 7th anniversary, July 4th, live music, DJ, and great beer
That is Saturday also, right?
on July 4th. Yep.
Okay, I'm fine. I'm there. I'm good.
I love it. Seniors Picnic in the Park, July 8th, which is
Yes,
9 a.m. to 2
and I
p.m.
won't
Pinafore
miss
Park.
that.
Yep. That was a
No.
great one.
Yep.
Free event, of course, lots of music, door prizes, and vendors. And then we've got Berry Blast at the Horton Market on July 11th, which is also the Nostalgia Nights event that we were talking
Yes,
about.
so you get to the market early, get your
Mhm.
shopping done, find some berries, right?
Yeah. Have a
And then
blast.
get downtown and look at all of those old automobiles and
Yep.
fun people downtown.
And the event is officially like 4 to 9 PM, but as you and I both know,
People
people
show
start
up
setting
early.
up around noon.
Yeah, but getting them out of there by 9 is also hard.
Yeah,
You
there's
know,
thousands of
you and
cars.
I have spent a full day there by 8:30, and we're going,
Mhm.
crowds, will you go home? No, take a quick look at the car. Take pictures of the cars. Now go
Yep,
home. Right.
totally.
Grade and I are thirsty, and we need just one beverage before we can really go home.
Mhm. At
Right.
least at least.
Yeah.
Summer Wheels and Deals, is also July 11th, 9:30 AM to 2:30 PM at the Knights of Columbus. So, basically, if you wanna see some cars before the Nostalgia Night show gets going, pop over to Knights of Columbus. You can shop at local vendors and, visit the cars there, which
Well,
is also pretty cool.
many of you have already seen old cars because I
Mhm.
saw the lineups to go to Pinafore Park on
Oh my
Father's Day.
goodness.
Right.
Yeah.
Um, that was, it's always rewarding to see a community event come off with that kind of crowd at it. And everybody seems to be having a great time. This isn't Toronto. We don't really complain about the traffic jams. We just know at the end of it, it's going to be great.
Mhm. Another thing you can do is you can park at Memorial Arena and then walk over to Pinafore Park.
Yep. That
That's a
It's a little bit further around because you used to be able to cut across
that's
that
right, now
very
it's all fenced
contaminated
off.
piece of land.
Yes.
I'm not sure it was safe to walk across that contaminated piece of land, but it's now coming to fruition, and so
Mhm.
beautiful.
Yep, well, you've got the pathway. So if you go on the pathway, you can walk the
If you can go on the
pathway.
whistle stop pathway, you're right. You
Yep.
can just cut straight through from there. Yes.
Mhm. And then the last one I'm gonna mention here is the Seasons Summer Carnival Open House, July 11th, 2 PM to 4 PM, Seasons Retirement Community, guided tours, popcorn, candy, apples, games, live entertainment, and more.
Yes, we made fun of candy apples last week, and
We sure did.
I won't do it again. No.
Oh, and Jen's also let us know the St. Thomas Pipes and Drum for Canada Day, they're at 4:30 at,
Oh,
1 Password
excellent.
Park.
Perfect. So there's something for you to watch all the time, and there's nothing wrong with watching the Optimists or the Kinsmen serve burgers. All right.
No.
So you've got something the whole time it's open, and there's also lots of other booths with great stuff for sale too. So get your red and white on, and let's come on out and celebrate the birth of our country.
Mhm. I love it. And then we were both out at the Atrium's grand opening
Yes.
last week. And it was a really great celebration. You said some very nice words, about, Elle in the downtown.
Right. Well, you know, our downtown is growing in a very mature, neat kind of way. There's lots of great new businesses, and each of them are
Yep.
pretty happy they've chosen downtown St. Thomas. When you start to mix things like shared service offices like Elle has done with the atrium, or just other blocks changing in a huge way downtown, it's
Mhm.
um it's kind of fun to support what's happening in our downtown right now.
Absolutely, and there's also art shows that are going on as well. So, right now, Kim Harrison has an art show
Yeah.
down at the Art Center, and I believe on the 11th, there's another one that's coming in as well, with Jim Jardine, who he does some really fantastical kind of like sci-fi robots as well,
Wow.
which is pretty cool. Yeah.
Futuristic art. Yeah.
Very futuristic, very cool.
Yeah.
That's all coming up, and of course, Elgin County Studio Tour is also coming up at the end of September, along with Oktoberfest, which,
Yeah. See,
yeah.
I'm already dreaming of Oktoberfest, but when I was outside today and as hot as it was, I shouldn't confess to wishing it was October. No, I like the spring and fall better than sometimes when I like the very bright
Mhm.
summer. Right.
Yeah, it's, I don't know, like, a couple weeks ago, that was kinda my perfect temperature. I felt like the weather was really nice.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
could just sit outside with your family,
Well,
have dinner, like, oh,
if you can't tell by the shirt, I'm in Oliphant today,
mhm,
and I don't know. I think it hit 30 degrees, but a little bit of a breeze, and I'm up here in the woods a little, so I sat underneath a tree and played Sudoku and just kind of relaxed all day. So it was quite fun today, and then I finally somehow the sun shifted or the trees
mhm.
moved. I don't know how it happened, but I was in the sun. Then went, okay, I'm not sitting here in the sun. The shade was just about perfect. So time to move. Yep.
Very cool, and I was
Yep.
working for, doing some videos for the Early On program today
Oh,
as
good.
well. because we're talking about they're only on programs both in the East and the West and Central. And St. Thomas, of course, helps run those
Right.
programs.
Yes.
And one of the great
Well, and
things,
it's a
yeah,
province-wide thing. I mean, I
hmm
know of early on in other communities also, but ours is broken into the three parts: St. Thomas and the East and West, and some great, you know, community organizations that help run. Um, Parental assistance and I don't want to say daycare because that isn't quite what it is, but it's more early childhood education.
yeah, like if you're a parent, we were talking to some mothers who are um, they're single income families, so then
Right.
they've got the kids, and they're looking for a place where they want to go and they want to talk to other moms. They've got someone there as well as monitoring, and they say it's just a great place to actually interact and also get some help in terms of like, hey, my kid's doing this, and then someone can give them some information about like,
Well,
is that a good
or
thing? Is that a
at
bad
least
thing? Where can you
at least
go?
hear from other parents that, hey, that's perfectly normal. Matter of fact, I'll trade you kids. No,
Yeah,
yeah,
and these are free programs that you can go
yeah.
to. There's no cost. Another mother was saying that it was great because there's all these different toys. So she's like, I don't want to buy like a million different toys for my kids, but here we
No,
go to
but if they
early
can,
on.
right, they can play with it a couple days a week. It's like they have it in
Yeah.
their toy repertoire,
And
right?
as I know, that's about as long as a toy lasts for most kids. So
Well, the excitement of a toy, you have to put them away,
you bring them out and
and
like every
bring them
week and they're
back
like,
out
it's
a week
new.
later and go, hey, you remember this one? No,
Yeah. So
what are all
yeah.
these toys doing in the trunk of the car? Yeah.
Totally.
All right. Hey, have we
Um,
got any St. Thomas questions today?
we haven't had any St. Thomas questions come in
Holy,
today. We
what
got a
is
bunch of
this?
viewers, but no
It's
questions.
it's it's too hot. They can't speak to us, Grayden. Okay, you need to consider the mayor's update with Joe and Grayden to be a cooling center.
It's very cool,
Go
yeah.
on in your house and ask cool questions. That would be
Um,
best.
yeah, and how's construction coming? It looks like it's
Oh,
moving along well.
it's been a good summer for it.
Mhm.
We haven't had too many. It's the really strong, stormy, rainy days that slow down.
Yep.
We sure haven't had too many of those. And I was sitting along Talbot Street in the construction the other morning in an absolute deluge
Oh, I
rainstorm,
remember that one, yeah.
and everybody's still working. I'm going, okay, that's good, but it doesn't take long for recently dug up dirt to become very pothole like, right?
Mhm.
So I think they're more worried about, okay, as soon as the rain stops, we've got to make this smoother again because they've moved down the street. They're moving down the street pretty well, and I was noticing how much better the whole corner of Fairview and Burwell were looking too, right?
Yep.
So sod's down on some of the corner. There are going to be
Mhm.
2 days of closed, I think, next weekend, overnight because they'll be paving the finished coat of pavement on there. No
Uh,
real way to do it, but close down the
mhm.
road overnight and get it done.
So this is Fairview and Burwell and
And
Talbot?
Talbot, yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah,
intersection right there.
yeah.
That's good to know, yeah. Um, how about,
Wait, there's another
yep.
really bad one this week. I think is Highway 3
Yes, it's closed
inside
off.
St. Thomas, right?
Yeah.
From Centennial all the way through. There's some water lines and stuff they have to put in that traveled section of 4-lane highway before they make it
Mm.
4-lane highway. So there'll be some real downtime on Highway 3. We all know a little way around it and go up and across Ron McNeil or cut down,
Mhm.
right? Um, yeah, it's not going to be fun for a couple of days this week while that happens.
Yep. Yeah, no, that's, yeah. I saw that today. I was going up Centennial, I was like, "Oh, yeah, that's all closed off now."
Oh,
And all this kinda yeah.
yeah.
The city
Oh,
does a really good job, and I think that's another thing we share constantly, we'll share it again, is that the city puts all this information up on their website. So if you wanna know where these closures are happening or get a heads up on a timeline, a year, 2 years in advance of where these things are
right.
happening, you can go to the city website to find all those details. You can also call customer service and check in.
Right. I do a different thing.
Mhm.
Almost every one of our large construction projects has a email bulletin. So every
Oh.
Friday I get the email bulletin of what happened this week on Talbot Street or what's
Can anyone sign
happening
up for
on
that?
Elma and right. And I had some people from some contractors. I won't tell you where they're from. tell
Mhm.
me how pleased they were about people on the streets coming out to the street to say thank you for being so to the developing company, right?
Mhm.
You're just keeping us so informed as to how this is going to work, right?
Mhm.
It's bad enough that you're every so often your driveway might be closed off, but if somebody's at least being nice enough to tell you when it is down to the hour and how it's happening, well then
Mhm.
I'll take that. And that's kind of what we're asking of the people developing large construction projects in our community too.
Mhm. And I was just out, as I was saying, I was doing some early on filming, and I was out in, like, Dundonwich and, like, Rodney area, and I was coming back, and I was gonna go to Evelyn's Sausage Kitchen. I
You
did,
can't get there from here.
I I did go, but unfortunately, one of the construction companies hit, a gas line out there, so they've lost
Oh,
gas for a couple days,
oh,
unfortunately. So, I
I,
was able to get
I
a
got,
sub, but I couldn't get, the full meal that I
I'm
was
almost
expecting.
embarrassed to tell you about driving past Fingal.
Oh,
I was
really?
heading out to a meeting in Fingal
Yeah.
last week, and I just was on the phone talking with two or three other people, and just my day had already been fairly complicated. And I realized I should have been there by now. What's going on? I finally hung up the phone and said I should have been there from now. I realized I was on Highway 3 and not
Yep.
Fingal Line. And so I
Right?
passed right through Shedden and was still heading towards Kent County. Made me late for my meeting, made me feel quite stupid. But
I've done that a couple times too,
yeah.
like, or thought Finkel Line was Highway 3 and then been like, "Oh, wait, I gotta go
Wait,
up
I'm not
one."
there. I got to go one more over. Well,
Yep.
then by the time I discovered most of the roads over are closed for
They're all
construction.
closed.
Oh no, I'm going, okay, next one. I'm all the way into Talbotville trying to turn around and go back, and finally phoned out to the meeting I was at. See, okay, with quorum, I'm not going to be
Mhm.
there. I feel silly, but I'm not there. Right.
Yep.
Wait till Mayor Jones hears the real story why I didn't make the meeting.
I love it, I love it.
Yeah.
So Jen's also letting us know you can get this information about the road closures and construction updates all on Speak Up St. Thomas, the city's new website for connecting the St. Thomasian community, which is how we reference people from St. Thomas, with the updates from the
When
city.
did we do that? Because I don't know.
This was a
Saint
this
Saint Tomasians.
St. Thomasian,
Okay.
apparently, yeah. This
Okay.
this came out of the chamber, maybe like a couple decades ago, I guess. When
Okay.
Bob Hammersley, I think, came up with
Oh,
that term. He said,
wow.
technically, this is at St. Thomasians.
I've never thought of myself as a St. Thomasian, but I did want to say again about Speak Up St. Thomas.
Yes.
This is your chance to also give input in. But as Jenna said, it's also a place to gather information about some of the current things that are happening. Some of this is really timely, like how many more days is there on the construction at Talbot Street, for example.
Mhm.
But you can then also leave your imprint by speaking up St. Thomas and saying what you want to say about it or the mayor or anyway.
I love
Maybe
it.
that's why maybe we've got a little slower mayor's update tonight because people
Mhm.
are using Speak Up St. Thomas and all that information's on there instead.
Love it.
Yeah, see, this is the transparency of the number one community in Southern Ontario.
Mhm. Absolutely, and Jen's also let us know that anyone can sign up for an email update. So anybody can get on that
Yes,
email list that you're
yeah.
talking about for
Yeah,
construction
yeah.
updates.
It isn't just for the mayor. No, no, they
Mhm.
didn't do it just for me. They do it for everybody who says, "I want to know about Elm Street. I don't live
Mhm.
on Elm Street, but I still want to know about it." So the
Right.
whole the construction piece is out there. Yeah, and you get these updates. And then if anything else happens, right? I get public notices from Hydro One for my place here.
Mhm.
And we had a power failure last night that lasted pretty much from midnight to 5 o'clock in the morning, and
Hmm.
it wasn't bad weather overnight. So I've yet to hear why it happened, but I like having the updates because they tell me, okay, they're already working on it. We plan to have it back by this. Okay, now I don't have
Mhm.
to try and hunt my phone book. Yeah, who's got one of those?
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah,
seen one of those in years.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I know all five people that live in this community, right? Um, but I don't have to go hunting for Hydro One's line to find out what is going on. They update me as it happens, and that's what I like about the city of St. Thomas. They're doing the same thing.
Mhm. And Margaret's letting us know as well, there was the walk that happened at Arthur Voden Secondary School on Saturday as well. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it because I was out in Elmer, but I
Yeah,
did see some photos online, and a lot of people did make it out for a
I
last
saw. Yeah, it's a great
walk.
walkthrough. I guess classes would have ended, and so now that was the last time through
Mhm.
in this season, and more words to follow about the closing of the school and what will happen next.
Mhm. Yeah, exciting times in St. Thomas. Lots of things going on, that's for
Yeah.
sure. All right. Well, we're kinda coming to the end of our show here. Is there anything else you wanna share with the city, and the citizens before we sign off here?
Well, again, I've taken a couple days off here, but now we're coming into Canada Day, a very busy day for many of the city staff tomorrow, and I expect it will be warm out. So let's try not to be cranky. All right, the mayor will try not to be cranky, also. Right,
Yeah.
but when it's warm enough out that your shoes start to fill up,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, I'm sorry, but I got to run over here and dump out my shoes. And then we really is this is the start of the summer. The July 1st
Mhm.
holiday truly is the start of the summer and the other stuff that's happening. So please watch those kids who've been at school all year and are now out running around. Be careful of
Mhm.
those parks. Watch some of our parks at night for the fire truck to show up and spray off a whole lot of kids. They won't need a bath that night. The fire
Yep.
truck came. And there's just some other unique things we still do in a community of our size. And I'm just so proud of what the team can get done and what they think of next,
Mhm.
especially our library. Have you seen how long this
I
list
love it.
continues to get from the library? This
Yeah.
is used to be four walls and you kind of snuck in there and took out a book. No,
Mhm.
no, no. Doors are wide open. There's a great outdoor nature experiment out front now,
Mhm.
and so many things happening out throughout the community. So I got to give Aaron and the whole team over there exceptional credit for what the show they're now putting on as to what St. Thomas Library is.
Absolutely. It's so exciting to see. I know my kids love it. I love it. It's just one of those things that really helps tie the community together
Well,
as well.
once you see all the neat things they do, then you start to miss it. Hey, was there something this week I didn't go to? Right, and
Mhm.
and it starts to
Oh,
become
all the
one of
time.
your regular things, right? So
Like, I
yes,
still have to make it out to the board night games on Thursdays, you know?
really.
Yeah. I love board games. I just never have
Well,
time for
look,
these things
I
anymore.
love board games too, but I'm laughing because Stephanie and I today cleaned out a big old chest of a bunch of old board games, all missing pieces, all
Oh, man.
missing, uh, uh, you know, every version of Trivial Pursuit ever made, but all, bent boards and bent edges. And so
Mhm.
a lot of stuff left here today.
Oh,
Uh,
wow.
right. Well,
Congratulations.
we may have to replenish board games of a newer and less damaged ilk.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I'm sure, like, Hasbro, Martin Bradley, all the different,
Right.
producers of the board games will thank you for this,
Oh
and or
yeah,
your
no,
kids or your grandkids for,
for replenishing, and
yeah.
found some other neat things too. Found a full Wii game. Right?
Oh,
Did you ever have a Wii? Right?
yeah. No, I
Like
didn't, but I
it had
know.
bowling and darts and stuff, but you played it on the TV.
Yeah, and how
Well,
you
it's
you
all
wave
there.
your hands
Okay,
around.
it's sitting there waiting for me to. Well, yeah, and you could dance to it. It was part of a
Mhm.
weight loss thing too. But I just
Oh,
remember the bowling game, right?
yeah.
So I've got to. I think all the wires are there. I think all the controllers are there, and nobody's played it with it in
Amazing.
15 years. So I've got to make sure it all still works.
Oh, that's very cool. I mean, also, you should look into some of the virtual reality exercise programs. That's one of the things that I wanna do one day.
Yeah.
Apparently, you can be a Jedi Knight, and you can, like, chop blocks in one of these games. I think that would
Well,
be
I'm looking for
fascinating.
the virtual reality of Joe slept all night and lost weight.
Oh, that's a
Okay.
that oh, wow,
Yeah,
wow.
you got one of those. It'll be great. Yeah.
Okay, well, I think, yeah, there is one of those versions that they hook all these electrodes up to you, and then they
Oh
just
yeah, yeah,
shock your
yeah,
muscles while you're
yeah,
sleeping, and then
yeah.
it
No,
burns off all the
I'm
calories.
not looking for that one.
If
No.
you we should film that if you ever decide to. I think
Oh
that'll
no,
that's
no, no.
if we
We could
wanna
do
go
a whole
viral,
show on that.
if we
Yeah.
wanna go viral, like, truly. Oh, amazing.
Okay. All right.
Alright.
Well, we're nearing our end. It
Mhm.
is June 30th, and tomorrow is July 1st, Canada's birthday. We'll see you all at Pinafore Park. And just real quick, I've been asked a couple times, why do we keep using Pinafore Park? Because it is the biggest and most wide open park. A, better parking, better egress and entrance. You can get in and out better. But on top of all of that, you can have fireworks in a park that's that wide open. When you have very good treed parks like Waterworks or Pinafore, we could not have anywhere near the same level of fireworks show. That's
Mhm.
why we've moved it all to just afternoon and evening. and called it pre-fireworks and then fireworks, and
Mhm.
put in as many things as we can. But one password is far better. The park to get to get out of, and to put on a great show.
Mhm. Yep, it's gonna be an epic show. I love it. My kids love it. You love it. The city
Yeah.
loves it. Everyone, for the most part, I hope,
Right.
loves it.
Hey, go have a family picnic at
Yeah.
Pinafore. I'm
Yeah.
okay. That's perfect. Go do that during the day, and then come on over to One Password.
Mhm.
Great facilities, two different purposes.
Love it. All right. Well,
All right. Thanks.
I'll see you tomorrow at the
I will.
celebration.
Okay.
Take care, everybody.
See ya.
Cheers.